Hi everyone, Dexter here. Today I'm going to show you who or which juridical persons are exempt from payment of legal fees. Okay? First from the list, the Republic of the Philippines, its agencies and instrumentalities. So they are the NBI, the PSA, Department of Foreign Affairs, the National Intelligence Coordination Agency, Commission on the Filipino Language, National Service Reserve Corps, National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, National Youth Commission, Dangerous Drugs Board, National Housing Authority, Philippine Rice Research Institute, National Police Commission, Fertilizer and Pesticide Authority, and a lot more. How about the GSIS, PhilHealth, SSS? So they are government-owned and controlled corporations or GOCCs. GOCCs, they are not exempt. Okay? As of the year 2020, there are 200 GOCCs. So you have to be familiar with those agencies, instrumentalities. Okay? These are pursuant to Section 22 of Rule 141 of the Revised Rules of Court. Okay, number 2. The provincial, city, or municipal treasurer, assessor concerning real property taxes. So, pursuant to paragraph 2, section 22 of Rule 141, in consonance with section 280 of Republic Act number 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991. Section 280 of the Local Government Code provides that fees in court actions, all court actions, criminal or civil, instituted at the instance of the provincial, city, or municipal treasurer or assessor under the provisions of this code shall be exempt from the payment of court and sheriff's fees. Tapos, about real taxes only. So, other cases not covered by RA 7160, so not covered by the exemption. Number 3, Dangerous Drugs Board relative to petitions for voluntary confinement. So, pursuant to OCA Circular Number 51-2010, dated April 23, 2010, under Administrative Matter Number 10-2-03-0, dated March 2, 2010. The Dangerous Drug Board is exempt from the payment of legal fees relative to petitions for voluntary confinement under Article 8, Section 54 of RA number 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2022. How about relative to petitions for compulsory confinement? So it's not exempt. So the filing fees provided under Section 21J of Rule 141, Revised Rules of Court, 300 pesos per drug dependent. So number 4, the indigent litigants. There are 2 requisites to qualify as indigent litigants. The first requisite, that the party whose gross income and that of their immediate family do not exceed an amount double the monthly minimum wage of an employee. So if the party is the only one earning, he should not be earning more than the double of the minimum. If the double minimum pay in Manila is 450, double it, 900. So he should not be earning more than 900 per day. Who do not own real property with a fair market value as stated in the current tax declaration of more than 300,000 pesos. Additional documents and the litigant's affidavit that he and his immediate family do not earn a gross income above mentioned, nor they own any real property with the fair market value aforementioned. So another affidavit from a disinterested person attesting to the truth of the litigant's affidavit. And the current tax declaration, if any. So if he has a real property, should attach to the litigant's affidavit. Okay, so the exemption of the party applying or providing for these documents is not automatic. He should file a motion first to the court, and a judge should order that the party is allowed to enter as pauper litigants. So before the clerk of court should docket the case. So if there's no order yet by the judge, so the clerk of court cannot docket the case if the legal fees are not yet paid yet. Okay? So if legal fees shall be lien on any judgment rendered in the case favorable to the indigent litigant, unless the court otherwise provides, pursuant to Section 22 of the Administrative Circular number 35-2004. So if the party, after trial of the case, a judgment is rendered and the judgment ordered payment of any monetary value to the pauper litigant or the indigent litigant, he shall be assessed with the appropriate legal fees for that monetary value. So his exemption is not absolute. Okay, number 5, indigent clients of the Public Attorney's Office or the PAO. So, pursuant to OCA Circular number 121-2007, dated December 11, 2007. The clients of the PAO shall be exempt from payment of docket and other fees incidental to instituting an action in court as an original proceeding or on appeal. So, even in appeal fees, so mga TSNs, so they are exempt. Section 6 of RA number 9406, so client of PAO is exempt from the payment of docket and other fees incidental to instituting an action in court and other quasi-judicial bodies. PAO clients are not exempt from the payment of fees, expenses, that's the STF. So they have to pay for the STF pursuant to OCA Circular number 125-2014. Nevertheless, if they don't want to pay, the officials and employees of the PAO are authorized to serve summons, subpoenas, and court processes. So, conditions imposed in OCA Circular number 67-2007, like the conditions for indigent litigants, so it's not applicable anymore. Okay, number 6, clients of the National Committee on Legal Aid or NCLA and of the legal aid offices in the local chapters of Integrated Bar of the Philippines or IBP, that is pursuant to OCA Circular number 137-2009, dated October 7, 2009. In line with the NBank resolution dated August 28, 2009, under Administrative Matter number 08-11-7-SC, which approved the rule on the exemption from the payment of legal fees of the clients of the National Committee on Legal Aid and of the legal aid offices in the local chapters of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines. The rule is issued for the purpose of enforcing the right of free access to courts by the poor guaranteed under Section 11, Article 3 of the Constitution. Persons or juridical persons who do not pass the means and merit test of the legal aid, so they are not qualified as a client and they cannot be exempt from payment of legal fees. Number 7, so COMELEC in petitions for exclusion pursuant to OCA Circular number 54-2003, dated May 20, 2003, in Administrative Matter number 03-04-11-SC, dated May 5, 2003. Subject to the following conditions: that petitions for exclusion of voters are filed by the election officers in the name of or for and on behalf of COMELEC. That petitions for exclusion are filed pursuant to the pertinent provisions of Republic Act number 8189, also known as the Voters Registration Act of 1996, or the Omnibus Election Code, or Section 2, Article 9, C of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, and that election officers are prohibited from allowing themselves to be used by any candidate or political party in the filing of exclusion cases to avoid the payment of fees or to harass duly registered voters. So, petition for inclusion is not included. So, COMELEC is not the one filing that kind of petition. Number 8, persons filing a petition for writ of amparo pursuant to Administrative Matter number 07-9-12-SC, dated September 25, 2007. Shall be filed with RTC of the place where the threat, act, or emission was committed or any of its elements occurred, or with the Sandigan Bayan, Court of Appeals, or Supreme Court, or any justice of such courts. The writ shall be enforceable anywhere in the Philippines. So, pursuant to Section 4 of the Administrative Matter, no docket fees. The petitioner shall be exempted from the payment of the docket and other lawful fees when filing the petition. Number 10, persons filing petitions for issuance of writ of continuing mandamus. So, same law, pursuant to Section 3, Rule 8. Rules of procedure for environmental cases. AM number 809-6-8-SC dated April 13, 2010. The petition shall be filed with the RTC exercising jurisdiction over the territory where the actionable neglect or omission occurred, or with the Court of Appeals or with the Supreme Court. Number 11, indigent litigant filing a writ of habeas data. So, pursuant to Section 5 of the Rule on the Writ of Habeas Data under Administrative Matter number 08-1-16-SC dated January 22, 2008. The petition shall be filed with the RTC where the petitioner or the respondent resides, or that which has jurisdiction over the place where the data or information is gathered, collected, or stored at the option of the petitioner. The petition may also be filed with the Supreme Court or Court of Appeals or Sandigan Bayan when the action concerns public data files of government offices. Okay, number 13, the last exempt. Reconstitution of Torrens Certificate of Title lost or destroyed pursuant to RA 26. Pursuant to Section 23 of Republic Act number 26 dated September 25, 1946. So no fee shall be charged for the filing of any petition under this act, nor for any service rendered in connection therewith or in compliance with any provision of this act by the Chief of the General Land Registration Office, clerks of court of first instance, sheriffs, and or register of deeds. Any certified copy of document or paper that may be necessary in the reconstitution of a certificate of title under this act shall, upon request of the court, register of deeds, or a chief of the General Land Registration Office, be furnished free of charge by any office or branch of the government, including government-owned controlled corporations, institutions, or instrumentalities. Where the petition for reconstitution is not to restore a lost registered certificate of title, but to re-register and issue a new certificate in the names of petitioner and her deceased husband in lieu of one originally registered in the names of other persons, the petition should be denied without prejudice to the right of the parties to take the necessary action under Section 151 and 53 of Presidential Decree number 1529. So we have number 14, but this one is not totally exempt from payment of legal fees. Only a 50% discount of on the filing fee for the special purpose vehicle or SPV. So, pursuant to OCA Circular number 126-2009 dated September 15, 2009 in line with the NBank resolution dated July 7, 2009 under Administrative Matter number 09-6-250-RTC. 50% discount of special purpose vehicle or SPV on the filing fees for any foreclosure initiated in relation to any non-performing assets or NPA acquired from any financial institution or FI. So, under Section 7A and 7C only of the Rule 141, the judicial foreclosure and the extrajudicial foreclosure. A special purpose vehicle, also called a special purpose entity or SPE, is a subsidiary created by a parent company to isolate financial risk. Its legal status as a separate company makes its obligation secure even if the parent company goes bankrupt. For this reason, a special purpose vehicle is sometimes called a bankruptcy remote entity. Is the 1,000 STF part of the exemption? No. The 1,000 pesos additional deposit or STF must be collected regardless if the party is exempt from payment of legal fees. So it is required. OCA Circular number 135-2009 dated October 1, 2009 pursuant to Supreme Court NBank resolution dated September 1, 2009 under Administrative Matter number 03-4-01-0 provides that the Supreme Court qualifies the distinction between the term sheriff fees, which is provided under Section 10A to L, and sheriff's expenses as found in second and third paragraph of Section 10. The amount required to defray the sheriff's expenses is clearly not covered by the exemption. they are neither considered as court and sheriff's fees nor amounts payable to the Philippine government. Okay, let's wrap up. Who are exempt from payment of legal fees? How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13. They are 13 plus the SPV, but only 50% discount on the filing fees. So take note, only filing fees. It should not be based on the total legal fees. Okay? And even if they are exempted from payment of legal fees, they should pay the STF. So STF is mandatory. But in the case of client of PAO, if they don't want to pay the 1,000 STF, they can have the court processes or the summons served by their deputized sheriff, the PAO. Okay? This ends our session for today. So if you enjoyed watching the video and you learned something from it, so you may give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. Okay. Bye.